So Popcorn Frights Film Festival did the North American premiere of The Bride, Russian film. I know what you're saying, Dante, it's Russian. What? No, actually, they got a pretty awesome history in film. You can go back to Solaris, heck, you can go back to the Battleship Potemkin, let's be honest about it. More recent times, Night Watch, Day Watch, Guardians, they got some good stuff going on. So, are they gonna be able to keep up that fine tradition on the horror front? Let's find out. Just to let everybody know, this is going to be a spoiler-filled review. So if you haven't seen the film yet, check it out and then come on back. Alright, you're here, which means that you have seen the film, just so that we're all on the same page. Basically, the film starts out in, I believe, 1859. Don't quote me on that. Russia, where a physician-type doctor guy has lost his wife, and he decides to do a little ritual to get himself, I guess, a new one. Or at least a new body. Fast forward, boom, into modern times, and a little dude is bringing his wife to meet the family, who are batshit wacko. And the fun starts from there. It's Like's time, and as you seem to be not very talkative, I guess you're so flustered on your wedding, whatever the hell it is. Boom, Banshee. That's right. They used a Banshee. And I gotta say, man, I can't even remember the last time that there was a real, true life, well done Banshee in horror movies. It has been a very long time. It's a very underrated, underrepresented member of the supernatural, and they did it up here absolutely perfectly. They didn't go into the lore, they didn't, you know, follow a textbook or anything else, but there was definitely a Banshee. Am I right?
Right.
Okay, so you are alive. There you go. You kind of were digging on the Banshee as well, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I love the Screaming Banshee.
Screaming Banshee, the white paint,
Yeah.
you know, the black mouth, the black eyes. They did it up super well. Definitely practical, you know, not a CGI thing at all. Yeah, just totally brilliantly done with that. As for the, you know, the structure of the movie itself, again, you know, being from another country, I figured that they may do some things a little bit differently. They actually brought back an old classic I was very appreciative of. They went a little Hitchcockian on us and gave us a MacGuffin. For those of you who don't know, MacGuffin is something that, presented in the plot, means the world, and in reality means zip, nada. In this case, it was the negative. You know, they had the whole opening with them taking the pictures of the dead, which I know you said you were digging on.
I love that. I'm hung up on that.
Still,
like I said, when I die.
Yeah, you're die. Okay, yes, we'll get the painted eyes. You'll be good to go. Okay. But for this movie, they said that if, you know, if they were to get the negative and destroy it, then the curse would be broken.
Right.
Right. In fact, like, that was the whole reason the guy went out there. Right. Okay. But, you know, at the end of the movie, it was just kind of dropped on the ground. Because it didn't really matter. That was not the point, you know, and that was just like, you know, it's Hitchcock, man. I mean, what's better than that, you know? You know, and let's see. Oh, there was something else that you had mentioned. It's sort of plot related, but I guess it had to do with like the love scenes or something like that. Sex scene, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Or lack thereof, am I right?
I don't know about anybody else, but I'd like to see some action in there.
We all like to see some action in there, but this is actually tantamount to the plot. You know, they actually state that there's a problem with her not being a virgin.
So we had to infer that they had sex that night, even though we didn't see it.
We saw them kind of roll around a little bit.
It's not sex.
Not sex. No, not even close to sex. And, okay, fine. I don't know. I don't know. The Russians may have something against nudity. You know, I don't know. In their other big exports that I mentioned at the beginning of this, they didn't really have it. But by the same token, I know that they show American love. I don't think it's an issue. I think that they just didn't do it for some reason or another. The reason that, you know, it would have been nice is because that's a major plot point.
Right.
Right? And because we like seeing, you know, hot people have sex. Oh, whatever. Move on. Back to the horror aspect, though. You gotta give it up for the jump scares. Am I right?
There were a lot of them.
And how were they?
Awesome. There was
Very well.
There was a guy sitting next to me, like every freaking jump scare. He probably like jumped 90 times. Just like, dude, come on.
He was the 13-year-old girl of the movie set.
Yeah.
jump scares were very well done, very well timed.
What I think you really need to watch this movie with the volume up.
Up? You think so?
Like really up.
It was quite loud in the theater.
But that Banshee was more terrifying with that volume up, as well as those jump scares definitely had that took full effect with that volume.
Without question. And I gotta say, I gotta give them props. Probably one of my favorite jump scares of all time, certainly of this year, is a scene where the Banshee takes the sister. It totally came out of nowhere, and that got me. I'll fully give props and credit to them for that one. It is dislike time, and I'm gonna jump in right off the bat because this is a pet peeve of mine. They do this in movies, it pisses me off. Dude, homeboy, boyfriend, boom, he gets T-boned in the middle of the road and walks away. Does a little bit of a limp for a little while, but that's it. No shards of glass in his guts, no frickin' concussion making him walk off into the woods. Just, I got a limp, man, which went away. And you're like, oh, it's adrenaline. No, it's not adrenaline. It's dumb, all right? It's stupid. If he's out of the picture, he's out of the picture. If he's not out of the picture, they come up with a more creative way to do it. Okay, you look like you have something to say.
Well, I mean, when he was limping to his house, how far was the house?
It's true. Well, okay, they had driven a ways, and then he had to walk back. There should have been
limp back.
Limp back. Yeah, there should have been some time.
Yeah.
And the boyfriend in a lot of ways was kind of the weakest character for me. For those little things. The fact that like she wakes up in the morning and they give her the story that the boyfriend's gone away, and then you see that the boyfriend's being kept hostage. Yeah, how on earth did they get him without struggle, without noise, without anything? It's weak. And finally, and okay, I understand the answer to this question is because then there'd be no movie, Dante. But again, when you're writing, you gotta keep these things in mind. Why did he take her with her?
Right?
Right? Or with him, not with her. Why did he take her with him? Thank you. Don't yell at me. He knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Right? And so, I got to go to, my family's house, and I'm not going to tell you it's because I'm trying to find some secret diary to break this curse. You go, please take me. And I know that my freaky sister and relatives are gonna, capture you and turn you into a demon. No, sweetheart, you're not going. Right?
Why didn't he tell her the truth? Right? They were just newly married. Keeping secrets? Newly married.
It's a Russian thing? No, it's not. It's a bullshit thing. You're 100% right? Yeah. But, and again, the answer is because there'd been no movie. He'd say, hey, sweetheart, I'm not taking you because my crazy-ass family's got this demon curse, and now you think I'm crazy and you're going to have me committed. But yeah, I mean, if they are supposed to be newlyweds and so in love and everything else, you bring up a valid point. Why started out with a lie? It was not, I did not like him. And we technically mentioned this in the likes, so a little bit guilty there. But the lack of the sex scene to show that she's not a virgin is integral to the plot and consequently should have been shown. You could probably say that these are all kind of minor points, and admittedly there are. But, we talked about it, and it just wasn't a lot that we, didn't like about the movie. Oh, wherefore art thou, Pinhead? Well, we're about to find out. So, Pinhead time. I'm going to start with the semi-quiet bride. What are you going to give this namesake movie of yours?
Well, just because the use of the Banshee.
Oh, yeah.
I must say, I give it 3 bloody pinheads.
3 are very bloody pinheads and very bloody digits on top of that. Okay, all right, and that's fair. But you know what, man? When I was breaking it down, I was looking at the dislikes. The dislikes, not only were they few, but they were really minor and not necessarily the super masterpiece or whatever else, but I'm going to go a little bit high on this one. Maybe I'm a little forgiving. Just the fact that it was foreign, they did things differently, did it well, had me going, like I said, got me on jump scares. So for me, it's going to be a 4 Pinhead movie, and that means with your 3 and my 4 grand total for this, it's going to be a 3.5, I don't know how we do it, 3.5, say that's a half, Pinhead movie. Alright, so let us know what you thought of our first review of a foreign movie. Hopefully you enjoyed it. That would be in the comment section below. Plus, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and old bride, I gotta know, where exactly is the groom?
Oh, he had a little bit of an accident.